Thank you, Tim. Our next speaker is the mayor of Bluefield, Virginia, Don Harris. Don's been with us several times before, and we always look forward to having him. So Don, if you would come up.
Thank you, Randy. As the two previous speakers have spoken about the video, it's hard to watch that without tears coming to your eyes. That's what these men and women and first responders see so often. The judge, the prosecutor, they normally see the persons who perpetrated the crimes after your firemen, your policemen have, and rescue squad are the first ones on the scenes. I often have wondered, I'm sure that all you first responders have seen things that none of us want to see when you responded to car accidents, fires, wrecks, whatever it may be. And I think probably in your hearts, some of you will never forget the scenes that you have seen and witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so fortunate, as the prosecutor just said, to have men and women who are so unselfish to give of themselves so that we can rest at night. We're truly blessed in this country, I think, and I will be a little religious, and I think God looks over us. If I've offended anyone, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel. We in Bluefield, Virginia are particularly thankful for the various rescue squads, fire departments, and police departments that we have in the area. We have been working the last few years to have a joint relationship with our fellow city, Bluefield, West Virginia. Our fire department often will back up the Bluefield, West Virginia Fire Department, and likewise, if needed, Bluefield, West Virginia Fire Department will back up our fire department, as well as our police departments will. You know, we in Bluefield, Virginia don't consider West Virginia, we don't consider what the state line is. It's just an imaginary line to us. And if we could do one thing to help any of the residents of the two cities or area, our firemen, our policemen, and our rescue squad will be out to assist you. I'd like to give you, before I get into the some information, a little bit more information, I asked Randy before we started to meet if I could deviate for just 1 second in talking about the first responders. I think a lot of you may not be aware, the question that the reporter asked Randy last week was, well, what does the Elks do? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you one thing they do, because not only me, but Tazewell County has been involved with the Bluefield Elks Club for the last 10 years. Bluefield Elks Club has been so generous to us in Tazewell County in loaning us their drug prevention trailer. Not only that, they have provided us with brochures that we pass out at our county fair. They have more than graciously donated the time, all these flyers to us. This is one of the things that a lot of our volunteers do. You don't hear about it. But these volunteers, the Elks Club, and other organizations are right behind assisting so many people. The drug situation in Tazewell County 10 years ago was absolutely horrendous. Our Commonwealth attorney and I approached Mr. Barlow, Randy, and the Elks Club for some assistance. By God, they stepped forward, and they're still stepping forward with us. Randy, Elks Club members, Jackie, we certainly appreciate that. Our rescue squad in the first 8 months in Bluefield, Virginia, and I don't mean to speak specifically of Bluefield, Virginia, but I think these are something that you all should know. In the first 8 months of this year, our rescue squad responded to 1,467 calls. On call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as well as our firemen and our policemen. Our police department, Bluefield, Virginia, has, in the last 3 months, has issued 432 citations or arrests. Fire calls for last year is 408. Our Bluefield, Virginia Fire Department has been designated as a first responder to the Pocahontas Prison. We in Bluefield, Virginia, and again, I don't mean to be Bluefield, Virginia, I don't mean it at all, but in looking at the future of our area, we just recently invested a tremendous amount of money in perhaps the latest technological fire engine there is in the United States. We have it, and we just received delivery of it about 3 months ago. Our fire chief and our firemen would love for you to come by our fire department to see. I call it the monster. What this is something that will be available if needed throughout the area. We're taking a pro approach to fire prevention as we are in police prevention in Bluefield, Virginia. While I'm on the subject of Bluefield, Virginia, our fire department is 100% volunteered. Our fire chief has been with our fire department over 50 years. It's been said that Chief Jim really became a fireman just shortly after he got out of the diapers, but we'll leave that up to him. Certainly is a pleasure. Thank you very much for letting me come.